Hey gamers, ready to dive into some of the most useless and most fun facts about your favorite gaming consoles? We're about to take a trip down memory lane, unearthing some seriously weird and wonderful nuggets of gaming history.
The Atari 2600, a console so legendary, it's practically a relic from a bygone era. But did you know that millions of unsold Atari games ended up 6 feet under? We're talking about the Great Atari Landfill in New Mexico, a graveyard of gaming cartridges. Apparently, the demand for E.T. the Extraterrestrial was so low, they buried truckloads of the game. Talk about a gaming graveyard. Imagine digging through that landfill. You might unearth some retro gold, or you might just find E.T. staring back at you with those creepy eyes.
Hold on to your controllers because this one's a doozy. The original PlayStation, the console that defined a generation, was almost a Nintendo product. Can you imagine a world where Mario and Crash Bandicoot shared a console? Back in the day, Sony and Nintendo were working together on a CD-ROM add-on for the Super Nintendo, but the deal went south and Sony decided to go solo, birthing the PlayStation. And the rest, as they say, is history.
The original Xbox, bulky, powerful, and apparently indestructible. Legend has it that this beast of a console could survive a fall from a 2-story building. I'm not sure who tested that theory, but I wouldn't recommend trying it at home. Maybe it was its sheer size, or maybe it was just built with some serious Microsoft magic. Whatever the reason, the original Xbox was one tough cookie. Can you imagine the dent in the pavement, though?
Chapter 4, Nintendo Switch. Become a fish. The Nintendo Switch Portable, versatile and surprisingly fishy. You heard that right, gamers. There's actually a game on the Switch where you can live out your wildest aquatic fantasies and become a fish. I'm talking about I Am Fish, a game where you control a fish trying to escape its tank. It's weird, it's wacky, and it's exactly the kind of quirky fun the Switch is known for.
Chapter 5. Sega Dreamcast Online Pioneer. The Sega Dreamcast might not have been a commercial success, but it was a console ahead of its time. We're talking about the first console to embrace the power of the internet. That's right, the Dreamcast let you play games online. Way back in the dark ages of dial-up, it was a glorious mess of lag and disconnects, but it was the future of gaming. So, next time you're enjoying some seamless online action, pour one out for the Dreamcast, the OG of online consoles.
Chapter 6 Game Boy Out of This World Gaming. The Game Boy, a console so iconic it's literally been to space. That's right, gamers, the Game Boy was the first console to boldly go where no console had gone before. Russian cosmonaut Alexander Serebrov took his trusty Game Boy to the Mir space station in 1993. Imagine playing Tetris while orbiting the Earth. Talk about a stellar gaming session.
PlayStation 2, the undisputed champ. The PlayStation 2, the king of consoles, the champion of champions. This gaming behemoth holds the record for the best-selling console of all time, with over 155 million units sold worldwide. That's more than the Xbox 360 and PS3 combined. From Grand Theft Auto to Shadow of the Colossus, the PS2 had a game for everyone. It was a golden age of gaming, and the PS2 was at the heart of it all.
Xbox 360, the Red Ring of Doom, the Xbox 360, a great console but not without its flaws. We're talking, of course, about the dreaded Red Ring of Death. This infamous hardware failure plagued early models of the Xbox 360. Gamers would boot up their consoles, only to be greeted by 3 flashing red lights, signaling their gaming dreams had been crushed. It was a dark time, but hey, at least it made for some hilarious memes.
Nintendo 64 Controller Chaos. The Nintendo 64 controller, a marvel of engineering, or an ergonomic nightmare. This 3-pronged monstrosity was designed to be held in 3 different ways. You had the classic 2-handed grip, the claw grip for intense button mashing, and the bizarre left-handed grip. I'm not sure anyone actually used that last one, but hey, points for trying, Nintendo.
PlayStation 3, a pricey proposition. The PlayStation 3, a technological marvel, but also a massive hit to the wallet. This beast of a console launched at a whopping $599. That's like a down payment on a car. It was the most expensive console at the time, but hey, at least it came with a Blu-ray player. Still, it made the PS3 a tough sell for some gamers.
Xbox One. Always online? No thanks. Remember when the Xbox One was going to be always online? Yeah, that didn't go over too well. Microsoft's vision for an all-digital future was met with massive backlash from gamers. People were worried about DRM, privacy concerns, and the thought of not being able to play their games offline. Microsoft eventually backtracked, but the damage was done.
Nintendo Wii, motion control mania. The Nintendo Wii, a console that brought motion controls to the masses. Suddenly, everyone was swinging their arms around like they were playing virtual tennis. From Wii Sports to Just Dance, motion control became all the rage. The Wii proved that gaming could be intuitive, accessible, and most importantly, fun for the whole family. PlayStation 4, controller innovations. The PlayStation 4 controller, a sleek and refined gamepad with a few surprises up its sleeve. Not only did it feature a built-in speaker for immersive audio, but it also had a touchpad. This innovative addition allowed for new ways to interact with games, from swiping through menus to using it as a virtual trackpad. Xbox Series X powerhouse performance. The Xbox Series X, a technological powerhouse that pushes the boundaries of gaming. This beast of a console can run games at a buttery smooth 120 frames per second. That's twice as smooth as the previous generation. With its lightning-fast SSD and powerful processor, the Series X delivers an unparalleled gaming experience.
GameCube. Handle with care. The GameCube, a console so adorable, it came with a built-in handle. This quirky design choice made the GameCube perfect for LAN parties and sleepovers. Just grab your console by the handle, pack your games, and you were good to go. It was a small detail, but it made the GameCube stand out from the crowd.
PlayStation Portable Disc-Based Handheld? The PlayStation Portable, or PSP, was a technological marvel for its time. It was the first handheld console to use optical discs, which meant it could play games with console-quality graphics. Sure, those little discs were easy to lose, but the PSP was ahead of its time.
Xbox Series S. Small but mighty. The Xbox Series S, the little console that could. This compact gaming machine is the smallest Xbox ever made, but don't let its size fool you. It's still capable of delivering next-gen gaming experiences, albeit at a lower resolution. It's the perfect console for budget-conscious gamers who don't want to sacrifice performance. Nintendo DS. Double the fun. The Nintendo DS, a handheld console that doubled down on screens. This innovative device featured two screens, one of which was a touchscreen. This unique design opened up a world of possibilities for developers, leading to some of the most creative and engaging handheld games ever made. PlayStation Vita, remote play pioneer. The PlayStation Vita, a powerful handheld that could connect to the PS4 for remote play. This feature allowed gamers to stream their PS4 games to their Vita, so they could keep playing even when they were away from their consoles. Xbox Kinect, motion control mayhem. The Xbox Kinect, a motion sensing camera that promised to revolutionize gaming. It could track your movements, recognize your voice, and even scan your face. While it had its moments, the Kinect ultimately failed to live up to its hype. Still, it was an ambitious attempt at creating a more immersive gaming experience. Nintendo 3DS Seconds. Glasses-free 3D. The Nintendo 3DS Seconds, a handheld console that brought 3D gaming to the masses. This innovative device could display 3D effects without the need for special glasses. While the 3D effect was hit or miss for some gamers, it was still a cool feature that showcased Nintendo's commitment to pushing the boundaries of gaming. PlayStation 5. Feels like the future. The PlayStation 5, a console that's pushing the boundaries of immersion. With its haptic feedback and adaptive triggers, the PS5's DualSense controller provides an unparalleled level of sensory feedback. From feeling the tension of a bowstring to the rumble of an earthquake, the DualSense controller makes gaming feel more real than ever before.
Thanks for watching, gamers. If you enjoyed these useless facts, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more awesome content. Game on!